Hello, this is a short video showing how to integrate the GJD range of IP devices into Control4. You should start by copying the supplied drivers to the normal location, the Control4 drivers directory on your hard drive. Then when you run up Composer, you will be able to search for those drivers. So if I type in GJD, and the drivers appear there. Now you will notice there are individual drivers for each of their products: IPA, IP adapter, Detect, which is the PIR motion sensor, and the Klearis, which is the illuminator. In addition, there is a fourth driver, which is the notification service. Now you need one instance of this notification service in your project, and all devices then send notifications to that driver, and then this driver is responsible for handing them on to each of the individual product drivers. Over here you will notice I've already added a notification service, and it is sat there waiting for a notification. What we will do now is we will add in one Detect device into our project. Having added the device, there are a number of properties we need to fill in. The first one is the IP address of the device, which I will set there. And then there is the username and password of the device. Now, if you notice, the operational mode changed to OK. What happened during that time was the driver was automatically configuring the device with the relevant properties to generate the necessary notifications. This is one of the key points about the driver. There is no configuration needed on the GJD device itself. All configuration is handled automatically by the driver according to the properties that you have set. Here we can see where we set the high and low temperature limits for generating alerts, any hysteresis we want on the temperature, light level limits, and whether the PIR activation occurs always or whether it's dependent on the light levels. The next step we need to do is to check the connections on the device. If you go onto the Connections tab, select the device, you'll notice there is one connection for connecting the driver to the notification service. We need to make sure that is bound, and then the Detect provides three additional control interfaces. One is for the PIR sensor, and there are two relay outputs. So in the usual way, we need to hook these up to GUI elements so that Control4 has access to them. If we go back to our design view and we want to add in one motion sensor, we add that into our project, and then there are two relays. I'm going to add just one of them, and let's say it operates a driveway gate. Now go back onto Connections. PIR is connected up to the motion sensor, and digital output 1 is connected to the relay. So now let's go and have a look at the programming and what options are available. On the device itself, you will notice there are two variables, one for temperature and one for light level. You can put whatever programming you want to, so you can build in some logic, so when the temperature changes, if the temperature is greater than a certain level, so if the temperature is greater than 30 degrees, then you can do some logic, else if it's less than 20 degrees, to do something else. Now this is in addition to the events that are generated. So here, if we select the Detect, there are a number of built-in events. Tamper, high and low temperature, low light detection, and when low light detection ends. All these are parameterized as per the properties in the driver that we looked at earlier. In addition, the detect has a number of device-specific commands that are available for resetting the tamper and for initiating a walk test by switching that on and off. Let's now take a quick look at the two other devices, the Klearis and the IPA. So here we see the Klearis brought into the project. Similar configuration for IP, username and password, and properties for configuring the notifications that you will receive. On connections, the Klearis has one digital input and one digital output, and these would be hooked up to the Control4 proxy elements in much the same way as we did for the detect. From a programming point of view, the Klearis has temperature and light level available variables for you to do programming on, and a similar set of events that are generated. Klearis is a visible or IR illuminator, and it has a number of device-specific commands associated with control of that light, whether you are putting it into standard mode, switching it on and off, controlling the power boost, energy save, or strobe effect. IPA stands for IP adapter, and it's a product that provides multiple I/O interfaces, allowing you to bring various sensors onto an IP network. So if we have a look at connections, you can see it's got 4 digital inputs and 3 digital outputs. It also has an analog input. This isn't available as a Control4 proxy element, but by programming it here, setting its high and low limits, then events when those limits are exceeded are available. Well, that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to get in touch with us. Contact details are now showing on the screen.